A very happy morning to all of you kids. I hope you all are fit and fine and doing well. Students, in our previous video, we have started with the chapter sorting material into groups. Now, we are going to start with the next topic. In the previous class, we have done that how the materials are classified in different groups and what are the different criteria on the basis of which we can classify the materials into different groups. And the criteria which we have done in the previous classes were like we have done that how the elements can be classified on the basis of their usage, then on the basis of the material with which they are formed, and third was on the basis of state of the substances. Now in this video we are going to do some more criteria on the basis of which we can sort the materials into different groups. The next thing that we are going to do is composition of matter. We all know that what is matter. Matter is anything which around us which occupies space and which has mass. If we talk about matter, then matter exists in mainly three forms: atom, element and compound. Atom is the smallest particle which is known. Okay, every matter is made up of atom. Fine. Now this atom may or may not have independent existence. Element, if we talk about, element is the substance which is made up of atom and which has its independent existence. It is the pure form of any substance. And then we have compound. If we talk about compound, compound is another pure form of any substance like water. Water is H2O. It is made up of two different elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so in this way the existence of matter is in three forms: atom, element and compound. Atom is the single unit. Atom combines to form molecules, and if that molecule has independent existence, it is called element, and these elements, they combine together in some definite proportion to form compounds. Okay, then the next criteria is roughness. Now some substances are rough and some are you can say smooth in their touch. For example, you can see these two materials. This is a satin fabric, a satin cloth. It is very much smooth in its touch. But what about the tree bark? It is very much rough in its touch. So in this way you can also classify the materials available and according to their softness or roughness. Okay, then the next criteria is hardness, like whether the substance is hard or soft. Like this clay modeling, it is shown over here. In this, the clay is very soft, but once the pot has been made, it becomes very hard. Okay, then so this is the way in which you can classify the thing. Like cotton is very much soft in its touch. If we talk about a rock or a stone, it is very much hard. Then luster. Luster means shine, whether a substance can glow or not. Like gold can luster, but the substances like wood, rock, coke, coal, these all can't luster. Like they don't produce shine. So we can also categorize the material on the basis that whether they can produce the shine or not, right? Then the next is transparency. Transparency means that whether we can see on the other side of the substance or not. Okay, so on this basis we have three types of substances. What are those three types? Transparent, translucent and opaque. Transparent substances are the substances which जिसके आप दोनों sides पे देख सकते हो. Okay, across which we can see easily, like a glass jar, okay, or a glass tumbler. Then a translucent means the substance through which blur image can be seen on the other side. Okay, then opaque is like a wood whose on the other side we can't see, like we can't see on the other side of such object is known as opaque. Fine students, so in this way we can also categorize the materials available around us on the basis of their transparency. Fine students, I hope that these all ways of categorization are clear to you all. Fine, have a nice day.